Hey Internet, what's going on? I am Alekazam. I am here with Cuphead, but you knew that already. So, I had a great day, and let me tell you why. If you know me at all, you know I love Dungeons & Dragons. It's one of my favorite pastimes. The unfortunate thing being, I don't really have a crew to play with anymore. And that's no one's fault or anything. It's not like it was like, oh man, there was some crazy drama and everybody hates each other now. It's just more like my playstyle didn't match their playstyle, and as such, I'm not going to win this time. That's fine. But as such, I decided to leave and try to find like a new group. And that was all well and good, but I haven't found one. The group I had, it fell apart because of scheduling conflicts, which sucked for me, but it is what it is. Oh wow, I got that one. Holy shit. That's a first. Anyway, I bring this up because for those of you who don't know, I like MMORPGs. I think they're fun. And one of the ones that I used to play a lot was DDO, or Dungeons & Dragons Online. And it's free to play. But I've been getting a crap ton of advertisements on Facebook of all places like, dude, play DDO. There's a new patch coming out. It's going to be amazing. And I'm like, I don't know. But I told my friend about it, and we were talking about playing games or whatever. And we both agreed we should go back to it. Even though it wronged us in the past, we want to go back to it. And I'll explain that a little bit too. But we installed that today, which, fair warning, if you decide to play, takes forever. Like, it's the longest time. But anyway, I digress. Takes forever, but it's tons of fun. We get started. We played for like 4 hours straight. Felt like 2. Not even. That's being rude to the game at that point. I figured that out too. But yeah, no. So I was super excited to get back into that. The cool thing is, because we played it in the past, we had like all these benefits that we kind of forgot about. Like certain character types that you can't get unless you pay money, things like that. But I would say, if you want to play, that's totally fine. It's definitely worth doing, but it's not for everybody. It's a really complicated MMO, in my opinion. There's a lot of stuff in there where it's just like, why would you build a game that way? Or why would that be the mechanic you would choose? Shit. Oh, fuck. I see. Yeah, okay. I see. The point of that isn't to fight the thing. I thought this was a Mega Man situation. It's not. This is not Mega Man. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's definitely worth playing. It's free to play, and it's totally different from like World of Warcraft, because there's actual puzzles, there's interesting mechanics, things that you can't do in most MMOs. So, for example, the coolest part ever for me, the thing that got me hooked in this game, is we were exploring this dungeon, my friends and I, in the game, and basically what ended up happening was we were at a point where we knew we had to go down because there's a ladder and like a pillar that we were standing on. And I went down said ladder, and I was going down the pillar and whatnot. And the crazy shit that happened was I realized there was other things that we could kind of jump across. So we jump across these things, and we climb up this ledge, and all of a sudden, there's a secret boss that you're not supposed to find, and a treasure chest. And it was just like the coolest moment for me, because this is like an MMO, you know, you go through, you do the bullshit, you leave. Nope, not in this one. You can find cool stuff. It just kind of blew my mind. I loved it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Jump over. Fuck you. Alright. But the reason why I got so hyped into D&D, as you know, I was super into those critical failure books, and I found out today that the author of those books, well, I found this out forever ago. The author of those books does a group podcast with a couple other fantasy authors, and they're all comedic, and it's just them playing D&D. Well, actually, Pathfinder, which is just D&D. It's really not that hard. I just fucked up. I fucked up early, so I lost hits, and then what I'm trying to say, there's every hit I took was my own fault. Anyway, so I'm listening to that. Some of my favorite YouTubers got together, and they're playing D&D now in a podcast, and it's just like my whole life is surrounded by D&D, but I can't play, and that sucks. So I was trying to find any way to do it, and I offered to, like, even jeez, I'm not gonna pass this one. Whatever, I'm gonna try anyway. I offered to host for my friends and say I will even GM for you, my online friends. Thought maybe I'd even like make something out of it. And he was like, nah, there's only 2 of us. And I'm like, that's fair. You usually want 4 people for any kind of tabletop game like that. So eventually I said, all right, what if we went back and played DDO? I need to have D&D in my life. I need it, like, right now. It's a drug. And they totally agreed. It was great. And that's why we're playing DDO. And that's why I brought all this stuff up. And I'm not saying that as a plug or anything like that. I'm not affiliated. I just love me some D&D. And if y'all want to play D&D, specifically an online MMO of D&D, you're more than welcome to play with me and my comrades. Or at least, you know, not necessarily play with me, because I don't know when I'll be on, but, you know. I should mention, though, the downside of DDO, in the sense that it is a free-to-play game. That means that there is, microtransactions, which is like, you know, you kind of come to expect it. I don't think it's required to progress. I'm pretty sure you can... You can go straight through the game. Oh, man. Nope. You go straight through the whole game, you know, level up, but you do get more content. You get more dungeons, more quests, more equipment, more stuff. And the pricing on that's not bad. You get, like, bundles and adventure packs for that, and that's fine. So that's not the bad part. But, like, say there's certain classes you want to play, you can't unless you throw money at them. Same with races, which is dumb. You might say it's racist. Anyway, if you're fine with, you know, checking your privilege or whatever and throwing money at them, it's definitely worth playing. But enough about that game. That doesn't, you know, question today. I'm going to go full D&D mode here. Have you ever played D&D? If so, do you have a funny D&D story that you'd like to share? Because I have one, and I will share it right now. Shit. I was going to save this for me celebrating D&D December, which is something that my actual all-time favorite YouTuber does every year. He does a full month of D&D themed videos on gaming, on video games, on everything there is to it. Shit, man, I am... Kill me. Okay. You know, he just goes crazy. But I'm gonna share this one with you guys right now. It's too funny. Technically, this is Pathfinder. People bitch and moan. They're basically the same game, guys. Come on, grow up. But we're playing Pathfinder for the first time for me and this kid. First time ever playing a tabletop RPG. And we're fighting goblins. Really basic first encounter against some goblins. And we are sucking. I think he was the only one able to do anything, and that was using magic that can't miss. But finally, after much just a very stressful situation. I come out and I go, fuck it, and I just nail this one guy, and he fucking dies. And he uses a spell, and he shoots the dude, and he fucking dies. And it's just glorious all around. Like, we just murder everything around us. Mind you, this is after about half an hour of fighting basic level 1 goblins in a basic fight. That's a long time. That's a very long time. For 2 people to fight 2 goblins, it was stupid. At the end, our characters decide to do a jovial celebration. We were gonna high five, something like that, and we jokingly rolled for our victory celebration, and we both rolled a natural 20, which is a critical hit, which is like a big deal if you don't play the game. A little after that, and just for the record too, my character was a lawful neutral monk. Or maybe lawful good even. I think I did lawful good. I don't know, I still have her character sheet, she's over there. But we do all this stuff and we're doing the thing. And one of the goblins had like a little knife. And my friend was a chaotic neutral sorcerer man. And he just goes, I want to take the knife. And because like it was a garbage knife, but he wanted it specifically because it had sentimental value to the goblin, as seen in the fight where at one point he went to like stab at my friend, and he just kind of like really took that extra mile to catch the knife, and he presumed that to mean it meant something to him, like it had a value to this dead goblin. And I rolled my dice because I was like, I can't let him do that out of spite. Like, I'm a good man. I gotta be a good person and not just a murder hobo. And no, he straight up, he fooled me. I thought it was this like wonderful thing he was doing to like honor the memory of his fallen enemy. I was like, wow, that's great, basically. And my friend's like, yeah, totally. That's what I was doing. So we had this like really stupid dynamic going. Oh shit. Nope, we're invincible. Alright. Woo! Yeah. Fuck. Anyway, no! 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 Anyway, he does that, and I'm thinking, yeah, what a good guy. I'm traveling with a wonderful person. The rest of our party wasn't physically there yet. Like, one guy was coming home from work, and then we were going to play with him, and the other one, he just bailed. Shit. So that was poopy. Fuck. Retrying that. That was poop-tastic. Anyway, so glory be to us. We managed to kill these goblins. We did the jovial, natural crit, just natural crit celebration, sorry. And then I did the thing again. Woo! We go into this cave and we hear more goblins. Like, we know they're goblins at this point. There's not going to be something different. We can tell by the language. And my friend goes, what do we do? Like, we just got fucked up. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it. So we go into this like cave thing and we fuck him up. Like, just straight up, it was just like a murder. I was like, it must have been that celebration. It really just rallied our spirits. And he's like, apparently so. And as such, he says, okay, that's fine, but I have an idea for the next ones. And I go, okay, me too. And his idea, we didn't even do. I don't even know what his idea was. I said, check this out. I look over at my GM, who's a good buddy of mine, and I go, his name is Jared, and I go, Jared, did I memorize any of the things that these goblins were saying in their native tongue? And he's like, what? And I'm like, can I speak any goblin? He's like, is it on your character sheet? I'm like, no. What I'm asking you is, can I mimic what I've heard? And he goes, okay, I'll let it happen. You roll the dice to see what you know. And I rolled it, and I knew one phrase. Just one. So, to the best of my ability, my character uses this information to try to converse with goblins that cannot see him. So they think that he is just another goblin saying God knows what. And we convince these guys to not only come out and like hang out with us, but like to do so unarmed somehow. I think I can't remember the exact way we did it. Fuck, I got way too into that story. I forget exactly what we did. I know we tricked them to come out like one at a time. I think that might have been it. That's more reasonable. They weren't unarmed, but they were just basically like they had these confused looks like, the fuck is he talking about? So we never did find out what I was saying, unfortunately, to these goblin men. But we did use that not once, not twice, but 3 times to trick that many goblins to come out. And I thought that was just the best thing ever. And the one time it didn't work, it only didn't work because our friend finally showed up and he went full dwarf mode and just like said fuck it and charged right in. It was pretty great. It was a good time. Oh man, I miss D&D. I got a million of them. I could honestly tell you guys silly stories forever. I mean, literally, the last group I played with basically just played Ocean's 11 D&D. It wasn't supposed to be, but that's what we did. Oh man, I definitely recommend that though for anybody who wants to just do stuff like that and who has a good imagination, is good at storytelling. You should definitely play D&D. That's who it's for. You know, you don't just go in there just to fucking roll dice and be like, oh well, I do this. Oh great. No, you go in there and you tell a funny story and you have crazy stuff like that happen. And D&D is also that kind of game where you don't want to be good. You want to be bad. You want to make stupid choices. You just can't be afraid to make them. I think that's quintessential to having fun. I mean, the guys I'm listening to today, I shit you not. For those who want to listen, it's called Authors and Dragons is the name of the podcast. And it's worth every second. They're like an hour and a half long each, but if you're on a long car drive every day, or if you're studying for school and you're bored off your ass and you know music's not doing it anymore, you need that coherent plot, this is great. So with like just for example, they haven't even left the first town. The whole goal of the first episode was to get them to the party. They didn't do it. Why would they? They go to sleep for the night in this town. They wake up, everything's on fire, and it's a hellscape. Mind you, this is about 2 hours in that all this happens, by the way. So 2 hours in, all this shit's going down. Everything's bad. And this one guy, whom is my favorite author, Robert Bevan, he, I believe it was him anyway, he says, okay, there's this well. Something's up with this well, like a drinking water well, you know, one you would just go and fetch a pail of water from. He says, nope, something's up with this. I'm going to figure out what. And the DM goes, okay, what are you going to do? He can't swim, but he goes into the well, not being able to swim. And he attempts to get to the bottom by riding the bucket and doing all this crazy shit. Oh, wait, I skipped part of it. I'm sorry, I skipped the whole thing. They got into this fight with these like demon guys who are like attacking the city or whatever. And that's what made him think, okay, this well is the problem. Like, they came from the well. It's too suspicious. It doesn't make any sense. Where did these guys come from? And that's... oh, boy. Alright. Fuck. Whee! Alright. So, they go to this well afterwards, and he just goes, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. This is my decision. I'm going down there. He goes to climb down. He says, I'm just going to skip to the part where the best part of this. They finish this fight. They take no damage. He decides to go down the well. He takes a big-ass rock, sticks it in his bag, right? They get to the... he gets to the well, and he just goes, all right, I'm going to grab the rope, and I'm going to hold on to that while he slowly cranks me down. And he says he goes and does it. And there was no one there to crank him down. The GM was just like, there's no one there holding the rope or anything. You grab the rope and you plummet down to the bottom of the well. And he takes a bunch of damage. this other guy goes, "Oh shit," and goes over to grab the thing to make sure he's okay. He's not. He starts drowning immediately. He's drifting down. He already drowned once in this well because he's an idiot. I didn't even bother telling you that just because like that was such a waste of time. Oh my god. He's doing that. These other guys are like, well, everything's on fire. The well's over there. Fuck it. We're gonna go break down the gate. So two guys are breaking down the gate. One guy's firing a bow and arrow at it for some reason. The other guy is straight up just wailing on it with an axe. And that's all well and good. Fine. Oh wait, I want to go to the shop real quick. Another guy is just, I believe he's unconscious at this point. So you've got an unconscious man as well. That's always fun. Oh wow, I'm almost out of stuff to buy. Oh man. I'm gonna buy less weapon. That's too bad. Goodbye. Anyway, we got all the coins in the whole game, I think. That's a pity. So you got an unconscious man, you've got a man that's drowning, and then you've got another man trying to help him. They break down the gate. They're on fire, but they break down the gate. They're like, geez, alright, whew. We're really hurt. We gotta get out of here. One guy leaps through the fire, knocks himself unconscious from the birds. The other guy runs back over there and goes, shit, what's going on over there? Okay, well, my friend just knocked himself out. I'm gonna run back to him. He runs back, sees he's unconscious, can't help him for some reason, says, fuck it, gets a potion that he finds in the storefront somewhere, and just makes him gulp it down. He gets back up, runs back over to the other guys, going through the fire, taking damage again. Eventually, like, 4 out of these 5 guys end up in this well, and there's no reason for it. They could have just left the whole time. It's God, and that's why D&D's hilarious. You just get a bunch of people doing stupid stuff that there's no consequence to, and it's just great. And motherfucker, another goddamn airplane level. Where can I hurt you? There, I can hurt you. Die. Wah. Not a fan of this already. Woo! Die. Damn it, I am bad at this. Fuck you, man. Can I? Oh. 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 What time is it? Oh. Alright. Alright. Motherfucker. Oh my god. I'm already gonna die. Jeez, I'm crow. I'm struggling with this for no reason. And I know that was like a totally fucked up story. I want people to understand one thing, alright? I am not that bad of a storyteller. The problem is, I am a bad storyteller when the whole time I'm trying to do this. Like, this is not an ideal situation to be in when telling stories. Of any variety. Genuinely. Oh shit, Jesus. I haven't even beaten the first phase. No. Okay, I think I beat the first phase. Oh, oh man. I got nowhere. Holy shit. This might be the hardest boss in the game. Wow. One more shot. A real serious one, too. Because I feel like I kind of wrong you guys if I don't do better. That's a little weird to say, but, like, you guys take a lot of time to watch my videos, and I appreciate it. And, you know, I like trying to make some progress. And I know I'm not making a terrible amount of progression right now. Oh, really? That's just lame. Alright, do this. Boom. Alright, cool. Oh, I killed myself. Glorious. I tried. This is going to take some time. I have a feeling, now that we're getting towards the end of the game, it's going to be one boss or one run per fight, and or per night, I mean, and that's too bad. But, yeah. Question A. D&D, have you ever played it? Or Pathfinder. Any type of tabletop role-playing game. If you've never played it, first of all, you should. But anyway, definitely consider checking out DDO. It's a free-to-play game. I play it. I will try to put my server name in the video description so people can join in. I think it's like Kygrath or something like that. It's the only server with a K name. All right, that's all you need to know. Fuck. Anyway, if you have played, share your stories. Oh my god, please. I love D&D stories. Obviously, I must. I spent all day listening to them. I read a million books about it. I have played a billion times. So definitely consider checking that out. Or sharing your story, I should say. That'd be even better. Also, maybe you're a newer player and you've played, but you don't really have a good funny story. Just share your favorite class or your favorite memory or anything like that. I would definitely say I've always been a rogue type. I've played rogues pretty much my whole life. I mean, except for when I first started, that was different. But once I gained enough knowledge of what everything was, I went rogue all the way. It was too fun. But once again, I digress. I could talk about this all night. I'm very passionate about this. It fucked with my gaming a little bit, so I'm super sorry about that. But definitely, I hope to do more with that. Maybe even do like a video with DDO someday, or even better, playing D&D with friends or something, just over Skype. Get it going. But definitely like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets. I guess I love animals. They're super nice. You just come home from a hard day and you see a puppy dog wagging his tail or a kitty cat staring at you and telling you to fuck off and feed it. It's magic. It's beautiful. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Bye.